Hi guys, it's Sam from Creatively Sam's. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you stopped by. Today's video is a Valentine's Day centerpiece. This was so easy to make. Most of it comes from the Dollar Tree. And if you want to see how I did this, stay tuned. It's coming up next. I'm not quite sure everything that I'm going to use, but I got a bunch of stuff out because I had this idea in my head. I have one of the little mailboxes from the Dollar Tree. I have some floral foam. I believe this was from the Dollar Tree. It is so old. I've got a couple of candle holders from the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure if I'm going to use one or two. I have some wooden pieces. I've got this oval shape. I've got some letters. And I've got some shapes. And these wooden pieces are all going to be painted red. And then I'll be putting some Mod Podge on it after the red paint dries. And use some ruby glitter. And like I said, I'm not sure what I'm going to use, but I do have these little hearts left over from last year and some red roses. So the first thing I'm going to do is get started painting all this wood red, and then I'll be putting glitter on it. One of the best tips I can give you when working with glitter is always do it over a piece of folded paper. When you shake it off, all the extra glitter is going to go on this paper. And you can just pour it right back in and you lose very little. And I know glitter isn't all that expensive, but when you love it the way I do, you don't want to waste it. Okay, I'm going to let that finish drying and then we'll get back to working on the next step. I have a serrated knife that I use all the time for cutting my foam. And this is floral foam. This isn't the hard stuff. This is really soft. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut one section of this off to make it flat. That looks pretty good. And I'm going to be gluing this in here. I'm just going to use hot glue, and I'm going to put the glue on here and then slide it in, press it down, and hold it. Well, I've decided to use one of these candle holders. And this is the upside down part of this mailbox. And I'm going to glue this thinner part onto the mailbox. And I thought about doing it the other way. The only thing is, this base is actually bigger than this. As you can see, it goes way over. and I can glue this onto the wood. Put a little glue on here. And I don't know if you can see that I have the foam already glued into there. So I'm going to let this sit for a couple minutes until I know all the glue is completely dried and solid, and I'm going to come back and play with it. Okay, I've got, I'm going to start off with 5 roses, and the longest one I've slightly curved, and that's going to go in towards the bottom of the foam. And then I'm going to keep going up with the sizes. This one's a little bit shorter. And these are the 2 shortest. And each one of them is staggered just a little bit in length. And if I think it needs any more, I'll add them. But now I have these little glitter hearts. And I'm going to go through this, and I'm going to find the longest one and tuck them in between. I do have 2 of these that have baby breath attached. I think I'm going to cut a little hunk of the baby breath off of each one, and I can tuck that in other places. And these are from the Dollar Tree, and I know I got these last year. And I honestly don't know if they have them again this year. I didn't even look. So I really like the way that this baby breath breaks that up. Okay, I've got all the flowers in. And the little flag that comes on this. I'm going to glue this wooden heart on to the flag. And once this dries, I'm going to put the letters on it. I haven't quite decided if they're going to go below, above, or down here. But so far, that's in a little centerpiece. Yeah, I guess you can tell where I decided to put the letters. Right on top of that heart. And this is going to look so adorable on the table. And it was easy enough to do. The hardest part was waiting for the glue to dry. So if you like what you saw, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and happy creating, everyone.